Hello and welcome back. In this video, it is also night vision, not necessarily daytime, and I don't remember, and there's no timestamp. Back in the month of May, I think I completely left the timestamp off, starting at the end of April, but this is probably the end of May video. Before I had made half of his home sand, getting ready for the summer where it would be warmer. And then, as I told you in the previous video before this one, I took out his sand because it was way too dusty and it was making his body red when he rolled around on it. He had all this powder, red powder stuck to his fur, and it was temporarily dyeing his fur red. And so that can't be healthy, as well as breathing it in. It was very, very extremely fine sand. Now, and that was in the big box that I paid $92 before or after tax, I can't remember. And it was a popular brand, but in the smaller bags, they make sure it's done proper. And it's not weighted. They don't have a lot of fine gravel in it like they did the large box, because they're selling it by weight. And it was too much powder. So this is back when the treehouse was laid down. So it's in the early month of May, end of April. The birch hideaway. That's a large tree branch there that Amazon I got from there. The Value Village in the far left corner, vase that looks like a snail. Under the table, far left corner, is dollar store fish bowl, and it's sand bath. They may use the right half for urinating or the left. My boy likes to always use the right to urinate, and the left, no matter what home he does it in. Even his maze today, that is where the treehouse is in this video, it's under a table. The right side he would urinate into cubby holes, and the left side he sleep in. But he doesn't use that too often anyway. The water dish there you see on the table, that is from Value Village, and it's only 2 inches diameter. The house at the far end, on top of the table that's above his fishbowl, that was from Value Village, and I think it was $6.99 last year. And the treehouse was from Amazon. You can look it up. Hideaway, birch bark. And it was $49 for the treehouse that's laying down with the plexiglass there. That's laying down. And the ladder and table and fencing, it's all from Amazon. And far right back corner is a stone soap dish that I sanded the glaze off of it. And I thought that would be good for him to groom his nails, and a cool spot because it takes on the room temperature and stays cool, as does that snail looking vase at the very back corner there. It's cool as well, but there's bedding in there to make it warm throughout the bottom. Now that was back, see, he's eating right now out of that came with the tree house, that little dish that he's eating out of at the other end. My video is terrible. Back then, I was having not my Wi-Fi internet. It was the Blue Ram software. They were doing updates and such, and it was causing problems with the cameras being lower quality because it would move my Blue Ram's software settings to low. And I had to keep switching it back to high. And it's not as if you have to save click save after you move the setting. No, you just move the setting and that's it. Their software would save it. But that's not my internet, that's their software. And I didn't notice for days that their setting in their software on my phone that connects to their website, the software was going all the way down. So they were doing updates, but I think really they were trying to repair it. Well, yeah. So now you see he went under the ladder. Now back then I used to have the maze I bought from Amazon. And like I explained to you in previous videos, it's like a beer, 24 case beer carton that has those cardboard dividers. It's like that, only wooden, and it has a lid, no bottom, a lid on the top, no sides. So inside it's 8 sections, but it ends up being 16 holes because of the right side, left side, the front, and inside all the holes going right, left, forward, backwards. So the wheel, he's using the wheel right now. And this is a 14-minute and 54-second video. What else can I tell you? I have a yellow dish by the ladder behind his water there. Well, it's yellow and it's in color. That is hamster seed. And because I used to have it in the top of the treehouse, when the treehouse was on ground level with a ladder or with the treehouse, the big, large square treehouse that little hideaway birch bark sits on in the corner there, left corner of the treehouse. I used to have that down level with the treehouse. And so he could climb down onto the top of that he's sniffing right now. And there's a dish that is beside his water right now, and it's turned upside down so he could step onto that like a step in order to drink his water, to make him more comfortable, not to have to stand there on his hind feet and hang on with his paws to drink out of the dish. He could just climb on to an upside down dish like a step to raise him higher, just to make it more comfortable, because he does take a long time drinking. So because I put that birch bark that he's behind right now, hideaway up on the treehouse, the dish he can't reach. So I poured it into that dish that's beside the ladder. And what he was doing is he's coming, if he was to come straight across up this ladder on the left and turn right as if he was climbing up onto the table to go to the water, instead he would go under the table, and there's underground little houses and tunneling under there that he can go under and be in a home, be in tunneling without having to make his own tunneling and breathing that crap in. Now in there I had bought the brown bedding and I had mixed it with the white, thinking it would help to keep the powder down, and it didn't work. So I had to get rid of the white, throw it out, start all fresh. And I bought 3, I think it's 47 liters each bag, 3 of those. I always buy 3 at a time to keep on hand. I used to put all 3 in, and it would take up all 3 for an 85-gallon tank, because I wasn't going any deeper than 8 inches in half of his home because of breathing in all that dust. But I also had his homes under there, and homemade paper towels cut in tubes, cut in half, stretching them, opening them up, so like it would be like an igloo with no bottom, so that it would help him for breathing. So that's a tip for you too. Now, what you see up on the far right-hand corner of the glass at the back, a black round thing, that's a cap that came with the terrarium that you can put cords through from the wall. Now, I don't put cords right in his terrarium unless they're coming from the roof doors. There's two doors, metal doors at the top, mesh metal doors. And I hang the cameras from there upside down, and I make a sling for them. And then in the software program, I flip them up the right way. So they're filming upside down, but the software, while it's filming, is upright. As it's filming, it's upright to my SD cards. Now I have the SD cards in the Blue Ram security cameras, and they were 128 gigs each, and I had one for each camera, for the two cameras that I was using at the time. Now, also, what he is nibbling on back there right now is millet, and he's smart enough to know his nutritional needs. He will eat his food first, and because he does get sweet food as well, he does not eat the millet too often. It's very blue moons, like once a month or less, because he's getting peaches and cream corn, probably one piece every other day or two pieces every other day. Sometimes 3 days. He'll have a little piece of red pepper or yellow or orange. Now that's sweet. That's his most favorite. And, I give him a little piece of grape, seedless grape. But anyway, he's getting his natural sugar that way, but not much. And he's only gets them a few times a week. The red pepper more so. And the grape is no. The grape, a little portion of the grape, that's only maybe once every few weeks. So right now he's in his sand bath. Did he go there? You can't answer me. No, there he is. Now he goes behind that wheel. He will go behind the black house in the corner, the vase, go along the fence behind up against the back glass. That is parchment paper hanging there, white. It looks gray when I have it on black and white, because this is grayscale. It's not actually black and white. They call it black and white, but it's grayscale, the night vision. So, and he goes that way, and that's down 3.5 inches on like going down a little hill from his bedding down to the wheel. And then he was also jumping off the tree house there that I have the plexiglass onto. He was only having to jump 1.5 inches down to go down from the plexiglass tree house down to the wheel if he was up here at this end. So there's not too much to tell you. This is pretty well self-explanatory. There's nothing close-up shots. It's all about viewers out there that would like to see the whole length of the home periodically and the design. They like to get ideas. This is 85-gallon terrarium on Amazon that I purchased. I'm not sure if I mentioned the name of his home there. I did tell you it's 85-gallon terrarium, but I bought it on Amazon, and it's called Repti-Zoo, REPTIZOO. And it's 24 deep by 18 inches tall by 48 inches long. Double doors, glass on the front, and 2 top metal mesh takeaway doors as well. When they call it breakdown, it all comes apart. You can lay all the glass pieces in the bottom, one section, and then the front doors and the top doors, and then the sides, you can break it all down, and then the rails and all the corners. So you could break it all apart if you ever wanted to pack it away. I will tell you more information on that, why it's currently unavailable on Amazon for that particular model in the future. Take care and have a nice day. Bye now.